Hello? Yeah, I just got back to my apartment. The flight from Congo took forever. 3 layovers is a bit extreme. Something happened that I wasn't really expecting. I don't really know what to do. It's a tough situation. No, I can't tell you. I don't want you getting involved. I'm going to deal with it on my own, but I might not be able to talk to you for a while. I love you, and I'll call you as soon as possible. Bye.
Hey Zach, have you seen this email yet?
About what? Is it important?
It's from upstairs. We have a new case and a new criminal to track down.
What's going on? Come on, Rachel. You gotta give me details when you're talking.
Why don't you have a little patience, alright? I was getting there when you interrupted me. There's apparently a girl that just arrived from Congo. She apparently left a huge mess behind her. She killed some bigwig politician while she was there on a peace mission of all things, and then she fled the country. Now the Congolese government is asking the U.S. for permission to extradite. Apparently she's really screwed up their move to democracy with this man's death. They want to bring her back in the country to try her for his death. We're being asked to bring her in and help them with this.
This story doesn't feel right. Why does the Congo all of a sudden need help from our government? They have people over there dying every day, and the murder, more often than not, goes unpunished.
Yes?
Are you Killer Yeps?
I am. What is this all about?
I'm Zach Dooley, and this is Rachel Dooley. We're FBI agents. And we need you to come with us.
Why? What did I do?
This is about your recent trip to Congo. We have some questions about an incident you may have been involved in. Please lock up and come with us now. You won't like it if we come back later.
Do I have to?
Miss Epps, will you please cooperate and come now?
Yes.
Let me participate today. Don't forget I'm not only your sister, I'm also your partner.
Trust me, I can't forget. Just let me start the questioning, and when there's a break in her speech, you can keep the flow going.
Just make sure it's not going to be all you in there. It's not like a one-man show. Leave questions for me too.
As long as you don't get yourself in trouble coming down and answering our questions, we just have a few things to clear up.
I have questions about my trip to Congo. I didn't do anything.
That's what we want to hear your story and what went on. Can you start by giving us the dates of your trip to Congo?
From the beginning of March till yesterday, in fact.
And can you describe what you were doing when you were down there?
Well, I went there on a peace mission to the country. My team and I were working very closely with the government to try and help the people of the Congo. We were trying to create sustainable living conditions that were cheap to build. It was all planned to keep the government involved and avoid corruption before we could even help the people.
Can you name some of the government officials that you worked with so we can check and make sure we're getting our facts straight?
Well, mostly I worked with Samore Toure. He was my liaison for the rest of the government.
Are you aware that Mr. Toure was found murdered recently? Apparently he died 3 days before you landed back here in the States.
What do you mean murdered?
They're still testing, but the belief is that he was poisoned, and the government of the Congo is pretty sure they know who did the murder. Do you know who it would be?
But you don't understand. He was a horrible person. He was no government official, or at least one that was working to help his people. He was one of Congo's largest problems. Him and his band of criminals murdered, raped, and pillaged villages all over the country. His death means life for many more Congolese people.
So I have to ask, are you admitting to murdering one samurai tour?
I can't hide it, but you have to know the man was corrupt.
Your story sounds so convincing, but it doesn't line up with the information we have been given. According to the Congolese government, Mr. Toure was one of the government's greatest assets in working for the citizens. He brought all kinds of relief to the poorest of the poor and was striving to build a better, more stable government that could really change the lives of the people.
That's not true. None of this information is true. I have proof. Look at these pictures. It's a village that he had destroyed. These same pictures can be seen on the U.S. website or the UN website for areas serious humanitarian aid. This picture even shows him congratulating the rebels after destroying the village. How can all this information you have be true when I have proof that he is corrupt in destroying the Congo nation, not helping or anyone living inside its borders?
So are you saying that Congo lied to us and provided false information? Why would they be targeting you then?
Samore found out that I traveled to the village, and I showed you on my phone, and I caught him in the act of destruction. When he got back to the Capitol, he was coming after me. In the end, it was his life or mine. When he showed up at my door, I had drinks ready and poison in his. I knew if I didn't act first, I'd be the one dead, and the people of Congo would continue to suffer under his controlling, evil hand.
We need to check this information out. We're getting scores from both sides and they don't match up at all.
Well, don't go feeling sorry for her yet. Let's go check our facts and then
Rachel, I think you have a problem with our intel.
What do you mean? Have you found something that proves her story correct?
Come look at these pictures. There are a lot of unnamed villages that were destroyed in this rebel group.
Which one do you think is Toure?
Look over in the left corner. He's watching those men burn the village with a smile on his face.
Oh crap, Zach. That girl is right. He can't be anyone who promotes justice if he's watching that village burn and smiling. Somebody in the Congo is mad to want this girl punished for his death after she witnessed the destruction by him. How are we going to take care of this mess?
I don't know yet. All I know is that Hillary F deserves to go unpunished.